All right, with that, we're going to get started. We have a few slides to cover as an intro, and then I'll pass it for our speaker today. Again, welcome to AI Academy. Before we get started, I just want to share the safe harbor notice. So, in those academies, we tend to cover things or features or products that are already available for you. But in case you want to ask us about the roadmap or we mention a feature that is upcoming, we do want to mention that there's a safe harbor, and always check back with your account team before making a purchasing decision. Uh, let's go through a few of the basics of what's an academy. If you're new to AI Academy, this is a session that we bring for you to give you fresh ideas, better understanding, and practical guidance on our AI products. This session is recorded, and then we'll share the link in our YouTube channel for the Now community. But if you are here with us today, it's a great opportunity to ask your questions. And for that, we kindly ask you to use the Q&A panel in the Zoom interface, and we'll get your questions answered. As part of our efforts, we also create content on the AI and Intelligence Community Forum. This is a place that you can find articles on our products, as well as ask your questions and see other questions that were answered previously. It's an easy link to get there, sn.works/AI, and that's the AI and Intelligence Community Forum. As I mentioned, these sessions are recorded and posted on our Now Community YouTube channel. And with that, today, I'd like to introduce our speaker. Sean is going to walk us through Now Assist in AI Search.
All right, so thank you for the introduction, Loic. For today, I'll provide a brief introduction to the ServiceNow platform with some background on our strategy on generative AI for AI-powered search, followed by a deep dive and demo of Now Assist in AI Search with time for additional questions at the end. We know that people love their work when they feel effective. The ServiceNow platform helps customers automate and orchestrate key tasks across the enterprise, serving as a foundation for all workflows and seamlessly connecting digital experiences across departments, vendors, partners, and customers. Customers and employees expect to easily get what they need whenever they need it, but they don't have the patience to navigate portals, and they struggle to find what they're looking for in knowledge bases. In the end, many of these efforts end in frustration, with employees resorting to asking for help from support or from their colleagues. As you know, this disrupts work and leaves agents overloaded with repetitive and mundane requests. It's become increasingly clear that businesses must embrace intelligent solutions to drive operational efficiency and improve employee and customer satisfaction. And this is where AI-powered search comes in. Being part of the Now platform allows AI search to natively access your ServiceNow data and provide a personalized and consistent experience across desktop, web, and mobile. AI search uses your existing service catalog, knowledge-based articles, and Now platform data to quickly deliver the most accurate and relevant results, anytime, anywhere. Search relevancy is automatically tuned by leveraging machine learning to learn users' behavior to predict the best answers. ServiceNow continues to drive platform innovation for information retrieval and question answering. AI search delivers a consumer-grade search experience to employees and customers and empowers them with self-service answers to actionable information. While Zing search has been an integral search capability for many years, it lacks the language intelligence needed for highly relevant search. AI search uses a combination of natural language understanding and machine learning to identify user intent to deliver always relevant results that users can act on, right from within their search results window. Powered by the ServiceNow Search Q&A large language model, Now Assist in AI Search uses Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG for short, to generate concise, actionable answers from the most relevant AI search results. This is AI search with next-level understanding that doesn't require retraining of the model. As announced earlier this year, generative AI runs across the very fabric of the Now platform and powers capabilities, solutions, and workflows to make workflow smarter and faster for everyone. Large language models are at the core of our new generative AI-powered experiences. ServiceNow's generative AI strategy is to accelerate productivity, increase agility, and transform experiences through broad and secure model support. We have combined generative AI and the Now platform to create an extremely powerful and unmatched experience for the world of work. So when we combine our platform automation with new generative AI, we create a massive productivity catalyst that we call Now Assist. ServiceNow develops, curates, and hosts general-purpose foundation models through open scientific collaboration with Hugging Face and the AI research community, as well as partnership agreements with ServiceNow partners such as NVIDIA and Accenture. For limited use cases, ServiceNow's generative AI controller enables customers to more safely use certain LLMs from OpenAI and Microsoft Azure. Domain-specific LLMs that we have fine-tuned on ServiceNow code, text, and anonymized customer data are known as ServiceNow LLMs or Now LLMs. Now LLMs are optimized for the Now platform architecture, security, and data model. This is what sets them apart. Eventually, we will also have co-created industry-focused LLMs where we can apply that intelligence to workflows. Generative AI will impact all our workflows, from the IT help desk to developers. At the platform level, we are adding Now Assist skills to enhance our core capabilities across all workflows. We are introducing and will continue to introduce use cases that serve personas across the platform and across workflows. Now Assist skills are turned on and off in the new Now Assist admin experience. This is a very exciting time for the industry, ServiceNow, our platform, and our customers. We are in a great position with our platform to combine AI technologies like generative AI with the power of the world's best intelligent workflow platform. This is not an either or, but much more a better together story. We have a plan for the near term as well as a vision for the long term. Using Now Assist skills powered by Now LLMs, developers will leverage Now Assist to write code and quickly customize our products. Admins will improve app delivery, maintenance, and time to value. Customer support will be empathetic, personalized, and best of all, simple. Agents will work faster and smarter, and employees get what they want when they need it. Now Assist helps every person who touches our platform accelerate productivity, increase agility, and transform experiences. While advances in generative AI are moving at an astounding pace, we are approaching these innovations with both expediency and care, and keeping trust and experience of our customers at the forefront. We know this is critical to have the right guardrails in place. A key feature is our generative AI governance workflow that supports our software development lifecycle built on the ServiceNow platform. These workflows enable our AI practitioners to access the environments that they need while providing our AI steward, risk, and governance teams with the data governance, access control, audits, and performance tracking capabilities required to responsibly build AI and honor our customers' trust. ServiceNow has different divisions across engineering, applied research, trust and governance, legal and security, all looking at the spectrum of AI impacts, including identifying and understanding LLM threats and vulnerabilities. ServiceNow has sought to align itself with industry best practices and regulations overseeing AI to govern these initiatives. ServiceNow applies a full system design approach to the AI software development lifecycle, combining human and automated assessments to digitizing workflows. LLM outputs are incorporated into this context, and the ServiceNow platform enables human users to edit LLM output where needed to enable human-in-the-loop oversight. ServiceNow has a robust LLM fine-tuning workflow that enables our AI team to productize pre-trained LLMs for ServiceNow use. Our AI teams participate in the emerging field of AI model red teaming, in which adversarial testers try to exploit the large language model's weaknesses so we can ensure accuracy, privacy, and robustness. ServiceNow is working to map its internal responsible AI practices to industry standards such as the NIST AI Risk Management Framework. We're conducting this effort to align with accepted industry guidelines that we believe will help ensure AI is developed responsibly and in line with customer expectations. Before we move on to the next section, Loic and Eliza, are there any questions that have come up that we should take a moment to address?
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody was asking you if you can expand on what you call the trusted sources for Gen AI search.
Absolutely. So that's a great question. So trusted sources are sources for Now Assist in AI search. It is the knowledge base that resides on the instance. So the knowledge base data is under the customer control, and it is, known data as opposed to general public information on the internet. Okay. So AI search benefited from some really nice user experience enhancements in the Vancouver release. Most notable are the result counts on tabs, the ability to configure multi-select facets, autocomplete with article suggestions powered by AI search, and a new consolidated tile to display articles that have multiple attachments. You'll also notice that Genius Result Card for AI search has a sparkle along with the label of AI suggestion. Now Assist in AI search was released as generally available with our Vancouver release. One way to think about how it works is to imagine asking for guidance on a problem and getting a concise list of immediately actionable steps to follow instead of a snippet of text and a list of documents to study. This capability shows up in the form of a new Genius Result Card that displays the label article generated by Now Assist, and due to the architecture, which we will review in a moment, is able to generate answers from ever-changing knowledge sources without admins having to retrain the model. From a user experience perspective, the difference between the standard AI search Genius Result Card and the Now Assist in AI search result card is that the standard Q&A result will generate a snippet of text from the top article that is relevant to the query, whereas the Now Assist Genius result will generate a unique response to the query about the text from the top article to answer the user's question. So the text generated by Now Assist in AI search makes it even easier and faster to find actionable answers. Now Assist in AI search uses what is known as a retrieval augmented generation architecture. When a user initiates a new search, AI search retrieves and ranks all relevant KB articles. The search query is augmented with the text from the top AI search KB article result. And if the augmented query and text meets all the Now Assist criteria, the LLM generates a unique response, which is displayed in a Now Assist for Search Q&A Genius Result Card as part of the AI search user experience we just explored. You can learn more about the retrieval augmented generation architecture in our community that Loic mentioned earlier.
Maybe you can answer that in your talk track. Somebody was asking if the text comes from only the top article or if it's an aggregation of multiple articles.
So the way it's configured out the box, it's going to come from the top article only. So as we look at the getting started checklist, I'm not going to read through this checklist of prerequisites since we'll actually be stepping through all of these points during the upcoming setup and demo walkthrough. But let me give you a quick preview of the configurations that I'll be taking through in real time. In a moment, we're going to explore how to link Genius result configurations to the different search profiles across the experiences, wherever you want Now Assist and AI search results to show up. We'll also configure the system to restrict which articles can be sent to the LLM for processing. And we'll configure which user phrases will trigger Now Assist and AI search queries using some very simple regex or regular expressions. Okay, so let me switch gears. All right, so first thing we're going to cover is, as you saw on the checklist, we need to be on Vancouver patch 2 or higher. And we also want to confirm that AI search is activated and ready for use on your instance. And since we're talking about search, and as I mentioned earlier, with Now Assist in AI search, we're going to be searching across the knowledge base on your instance. So as you can see, I've already got an instance that has got a whole bunch of knowledge articles already published. You can see that through the workflow status over here. And what we're going to do quickly is just take a look at what does AI search look like out the box in the Vancouver release. So you can see from the knowledge articles over there, I've got a whole bunch of opportunities to search on. So let's just do an easy one that says, how do I handle spam? And this is it. It's a nice clean interface. You can see the count along the top here of all the different articles and which categories they're into. Let's repeat that same query in the service portal and employee center. See what it looks like there. How do I handle spam? How do I handle spam? Let's leave the typo in there, see what happens. Great. So it's doing a great job at handling typos, and you can see that the experience is pretty consistent across the board. Now, what we want to do next is actually go and take a look at Now Assist Admin. And the prerequisites for Now Assist and AI Search is that you have one of the following packages already installed, which is Now Assist for CSM, Now Assist for HRSD, or Now Assist in ITSM. You would install those packages through the Now Assist admin. You effectively are able to browse the plugins, and it would take you to the store to go and get those plugins to turn on the features. I've already got Now Assist for ITSM installed. So if we keep on moving, once you're installed and you're looking at the Now Assist features, what we want to look at right now is one of the platform features, which is the skills. And as you can see, Q&A Now Assist for search is not currently turned on. And we know it's not currently turned on because we already did a few searches across the experiences. We did the global search in Next Experience, we did the service portal, and we did the employee center. So let's see what we can do by turning on or at least linking to the search profiles. So we'll start with the Next Experience search configuration. As you can see here, I need to be switching my scope to the AI search for Next Experience application. So I'll navigate across there. AI search for Next Experience. And I can see that for Genius results, I don't have any Genius result cards actually linked just yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Out the box, the Genius result configuration is already available for the Q&A Now Assist for Search Genius result card, which is what we want to configure. I'm going to set the order. I'll just put it as number 1. You can see it's been linked, it's active, and I'll publish that. Now that it's published, I'll switch the scope back to global. And then what I want to do now is see, did it work? So let me, from my global search here, repeat that previous search. Apologies for my slow internet today. Ta-da! That's pretty impressive, actually. So if we, without having to go and read these articles, we're able to get an actionable answer directly here in the Genius results through Now Assist and AI search. That's pretty comprehensive. So let's go back then to the search profiles and do the same for Service Portal and Employee Center. So we'll go to Service Portal. Genius results, it's not currently there. Let's link existing. And you'll notice that we did not have to change the scope. We could just keep going. I'll add that. I'll publish it. It's there, and let me test this out again. Excellent. So let's keep going. We'll go back to our search profiles. We'll do Employee Service Center, and I'm going to do something slightly different this time. I'm going to, first of all, link the Q&A Now Assist for Search Genius Results configuration. And then I'm also going to link the standard Q&A Genius Results, which you would be familiar with AI search if you're already using it in your current instance today. Let me publish this. Let's just test this to see what comes up when we repeat that same search again. How do I handle spam? And it's important that we just note what is the sparkle text on the result card. And again, this says answer generated by Now Assist. So one of the things we're able to do I have taken the liberty of actually creating a new field in my knowledge table, which I'll reveal now, and it's called, I labeled it Now Assist. Now approved for Now Assist is what I created that field as, and this is a true/false field. And as you can see right now, if I just sort on this last column, all of the records come in as false. In other words, they're not approved for Now Assist. And if we go look at this article that we've been searching, how to deal with spam, I'm actually going to configure the form. I'm going to add that field to the form. So what I'm going to show you now is, if you think about responsible AI, and there's a lot of concern about what information is going to be processed by a large language model. You don't necessarily want every single knowledge article that is published to be processed by an LLM, where it's going to be generating some steps for people to follow if those steps haven't been verified and vetted out as being appropriate for the task. So there may be a subset of articles that you want to approve for LLMs, or in our case for Now Assist. And so your team that has the workflow and the task of reviewing knowledge content and approvals, they would review the articles and they could just tick the box. And as they update it, it will obviously mark it as approved for Now Assist as true. If I take another one, let's just say managing settings in Internet Explorer, we know that that is currently false. So let me do a quick search over there. And I'll say, how do I change settings in IE? Now, I'm not expecting an AI search genius result or a Now Assist AI search genius result, because that article was not approved for Now Assist. So all you're going to get in this case is the standard list of ranked relevant results. So let me change this, and you'll notice that in real time, I've now approved this article for Now Assist. I've updated it. We don't have to do any re-indexing. But if I run this search again now, how do I change settings in IE? We should get, in a perfect world, a good answer. Let me change it here. Maybe I have to change my synonyms. There you go. Answer generated by Now Assist. So let me just go and prove that out, that it actually does work again. And I will untick this. There's always something to remind you that the way, as I said before, with the retrieval augmented generation, when a user does a search, the first thing that's going to happen is AI search out the box with however you've configured and set up your search synonyms and search relevancy. That's going to dictate what articles are considered most relevant. And the top article is what's sent across to the LLM. So if the top article is not contextually relevant enough, and the user's query doesn't closely match what is actually contained in the article, you're probably not going to get a result. So it's important to make sure that your AI search is correctly configured. So I've unticked this Approve for Now Assist over here, and you update that. And what you'll see now is if I run this query again, it's still appearing. My demo has failed. What have I done wrong over here? Give me a moment. I know what I've done wrong. I haven't actually set up my encoded query. So I have Approve for Now Assist as true and false. And a good lesson is to remember to follow the instructions, read the manual, as I have not done. So the step I forgot to do was actually to show matching, which is to create my filter for approved equals true. And when I right click and copy query, I go to my favorites, and there is a system property that we will look up. And that system property you would search for is the one that ends in encoded underscore query. And you'll notice that on this page, there's a value. And when the value is empty, every single result will generate a Now Assist and AI Search Genius result card, which is exactly the behavior I was seeing. So we know that it works as designed, and with user error, you will continue sending all your top articles across to the LLM. But let me now go into my Now Assist for Search application. And I think we can do it just by clicking over here now. Yep, it's there. And I will paste in the filter that I copied, which is Approved for Now Assist equals true. I'll update that. And let us repeat the search. It should work for both these articles because we saw that they were both still configured to on. It was just the one that was configured to on. So there you go, it worked. Manage settings in Internet Explorer for Windows 8. How to handle spam. This one will work because it is true. Okay. And last test I'm going to do is this one that is true is suddenly going to become false. Update that. I just want to make sure that it actually does work, which it will, because now we have no articles approved for the Now Assist and AI search results. There we go. All right, so let's remove that filter. And what I'm going to do is actually just add those back as approved again. And I'll just add 2 or 3 there, so we've got a few more to work with for this next part of the demo. And we'll come back to these ones. Saves a bit of time. Okay, so we've got a couple articles that are now approved. So let's also add in, let's go check our search profile for Employee Service Center. As a reminder, I did add in both of the Genius result cards. So if I add in, how do I create an email signature? Notice that this article, create an email signature, was not approved for Now Assist. And so what we're seeing instead is the regular Q&A result card. If I try something else that we know does work, how do I manage spam? That one is on the approved list from earlier. So we should see that the result card is a Now Assist in AI search result card, which it is. So I'll go back to the search profiles here and remind you that for Employee Service Center, I added two result card configurations. I added first the Now Assist for search, and then I added back the standard Q&A AI search Genius result configuration. Whereas in Service Portal, I only added the Q&A Now Assist for search Genius result card. And likewise in the Next Experience configuration. So the next part of the demonstration I want to show you is another configuration. We have a new system property related to Now Assist for search, and that is the ability to add a regular expression that will control what query phrase will trigger LLM Q&A Genius results. So in other words, here's the regular expression where it adds in a filter that says, unless the query starts with what, where, when, why, who, whom, which, or how, if it starts with that, then the query is eligible for being sent over to the LLM to generate a Now Assist and AI search result. If it doesn't start with that, then it just would process it as a standard AI search query. So let's check this out. So let us go back to, let's go to the service portal, and let's type in something that does not start with one of those other keywords. We'll say, is an upgrade available for Windows? And we can see that an article is found, but this one is actually not approved for Now Assist for search. So let's actually go back to the knowledge base, find that article quickly and change its status. Okay. We'll run that search again now. And right now, I don't have any restrictions on the keyword. And so you can see that we have an answer generated by Now Assist, and it has found the article that we have approved for sending to the LLM. Now, let's go back and actually change that regular expression. And let's edit the record. Let's paste in the restriction so that only queries that start with what, where, when, why, who, whom, which, and how will be sent to the LLM. So we know that when I previously did this query, I started with is, and it did generate a result. So now if I go back to repeat that search, and I try the is again, I'm expecting that even though this article is approved for Now Assist, the user is starting their sentence for the query with a term that is not on the approved list. And you can see here that even though that article is approved, it did not trigger a Now Assistant AI search result. So you can imagine that, again, through regular expressions, you can be a lot more creative with the types of restrictions and controls that you place on what conditions would be valid to trigger a genius result for Now Assist, and as well as which articles. And the combination of those two give the search administrators a lot of control over the LLM and the behaviors. So with that brings to the end of the demo section over here. We'll wrap this up with a quick review of the FAQs, and I hope you found that the demo was useful. What I've got here is a summary of the answers to the most common questions about getting started with evaluating Now Assist for search. Just remember, if a user is not seeing Now Assist in AI search results, remember that it will only work when the user's session language is English and when they have the necessary permissions to view articles that meet your configured criteria. Configured criteria are things like, is the article published? Has it been approved to work with the encoded query string? Does it start with a keyword that's on your approved list of keywords per your regular expression? Obviously the way your traditional AI search is configured will affect the top query result through search relevancy settings. So for more information, I encourage you to check out the FAQs in the community, as well as our helpful resources, and be able to ask questions over there. So Loic, with that brings to a conclusion the session today.
Yes, thank you very much, Sean. I do want to mention that we had Eliza, Gerard, and Seamus help us today with the question. Thank you, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed the session. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.